Fear. It's a very real part of everyday life for a tribal person living in the Pacific island nation of Papua New Guinea. In their belief system, the spirits of their ancestors occupy the rivers, trees, mountains, and the world that surrounds them, controlling what happens in the physical world for good or for evil. If something like a thunderstorm occurs, they believe it is because the spirits are upset at what someone has done, such as stealing from his fellow tribesmen. And if the spirits are not happy, they must be appeased through sacrifices or rituals. Immoral living, idolatry, animal sacrifices, even the killing of their own people, is all done in the hopes of keeping the spirits at bay. Life after life is lost in this never-ending cycle of bloodshed and death. In one particular remote village called Yomneki, the people believed their wicked activities were so successful in pleasing the spirits, especially the most powerful one, that they named the mountain they live on Kombaljan. This now literally translates as Satan's throne. Yet the cycle can and is being broken. Papua New Guinea is one of the most beautiful places on the face of the earth. The Bible tells us in Psalm 19, verse 1, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows His handiwork." We serve a faithful God. In the midst of all this evil, God was calling, and the people of Yomneki were hearing. They recognized their emptiness and openly discussed it. Their leaders recently said, "We knew what we were doing was wrong. We knew the truth was out there, but we did not know what it was." About 25 years ago, one of the men from the village made the long trek out to a coastal town. God led him to a church service where he heard the good news of Jesus Christ and the freedom that can be found in Him. Upon his return to Yomneki, he excitedly told his fellow villagers about this Savior. Here it was, the truth that they were seeking. They were freed. They quickly realized they needed to know more to grow in their faith in their new Lord and Savior. But how? Again, God orchestrated events so that missionaries from the Association of Baptists for World Evangelism found out about these new believers. Excitedly, the missionaries made the difficult journey up the jungle mountains. The reports proved to be true. Here were genuine believers seeking to learn more. Some of the villagers were invited to enroll in the Goroka Baptist Bible College, a 4-year school run by ABWE, where national believers have been equipped to become pastors and church workers since 1974. There are now over 30 GBBC graduates from the area of Yomneki. In partnership with ABWE missionaries, they have started over 20 churches. Satan has been kicked off his mountain throne. The impact that GBBC is having is not limited to the Yomneki area, though. Students come from all over the country. Many of them excitedly return to their home villages, bringing with them the freedom from fear that the gospel brings and the joy of having everlasting life. Currently, the Goroka Baptist Bible College has facilities and resources to enroll about 70 students at one time. But that's not enough, because the number of people wanting to enroll exceeds the college's capacity. What a great problem to have! But sadly, because there is not enough room, potential students have to be turned away. This is our challenge to you. The college needs more classrooms and housing to increase the number of students from 70 to 200 incrementally over the next 5 to 10 years. This will result in equipping even more workers for the ministry. The first step is to purchase an 18-acre piece of property that is available directly across the road from the current college campus. This property is extremely well suited for additional student, staff, and missionary housing, additional garden space for students to grow their food, an elementary school and playground for the children of the students, a sports field for various ministries, and a multi-purpose gymnasium and auditorium building. The current campus will also have the following additions: a 2-story classroom building, a library, administrative offices, and an addition to the medical clinic. We are praying God will raise up people and churches to partner with us and make gifts or commitments over the next 2 years totaling $1.3 million. It is estimated this amount will fully fund the first phase of the expansion project. $300,000 of this is needed immediately to purchase the 18 acres of land and begin improving it. God has clearly used the Goroka Baptist Bible College to equip His workers to go into the fields of Papua New Guinea that are ready for the harvest. Our prayer is for God to expand our efforts, as many still need to hear His word for the very first time. We stand ready to serve Him. May the Lord bless and guide you as you consider being a part of this incredible opportunity.